All right, it is Tuesday, May the 11th, and let's do a little bit of review that you guys are still struggling with. So a lot of you guys missed these exit ticket questions on company policies. I just wanted to refresh on that. All right, so the first one, which is the best way an ethical business, so a business that's actually doing things morally correct, can build the trust and loyalty of their customers? Send emails, keep detailed information about the customer by selling their customer list to a third party without permission, by implementing a comprehensive customer privacy policy. The correct answer is D. Sending emails has nothing to do with something that's morally right or wrong. Keeping customer information, definitely nothing right or wrong about that. It's just a fact. C, giving your customer list to a third party without permission, that is totally unethical. That is morally wrong. But D, if you implement a comprehensive customer privacy policy, then that's a good moral thing to do. You're letting your customers know, hey, we have a privacy policy. We respect your right to privacy as one of our customers. So we're going to make a policy about that. So guys, you got to know what the word ethical means. We've been over that before. All right, the second one, L Brands, the owner of Bath and Body Works, states L Brands is an equal opportunity employer, and it is the duty and responsibility of every associate to create and maintain an environment free of discriminatory acts or behavior. This is one of their, is it talking about their service for their products? No. Is it talking about their products? No. Is it talking about their employees? Yes. Equal opportunity employer. This is an employee policy, not a guarantee policy. Guarantee would be like a 30-day money back guarantee. This is an employee policy, employer. Guys, read carefully. The third one, Bath and Body Works states, we just want you to love it. Return anything, anytime, for any reason, 100% guaranteed. This is their merchandise carried by the business. No, we have no idea what they're selling with this policy. The business's return policy. Yes, because if you don't love it, return anything, anytime, for any reason. Yes, so if you missed that one, I don't know what to tell you. And the last one, Bath and Body Works states, limit 20. Exclude shimmer body lotion and sunset glow body lotion. Add body creams and or body lotions to your cart and enter promotional code HYDRATE during checkout. This offer cannot be combined with any other code-based offers. Come on, guys. Promotion code. This is a promotional policy. READ. Read carefully. Read carefully. Come on. You're my strong group. Read carefully with this. I don't think there was a single person in here that got every single one of those right. If there was one person, maybe one or possibly two. So you guys read carefully. All right, we're getting into a new objective today with diversity. I love diversity because I love getting to know people. I love people. You guys know that. But we're going to tailor diversity and culture to your business. So it is so very important to be able to adapt the ways that you communicate, not only with your customers, but your employees and your coworkers, your bosses. So this is all about cultural diversity. And you guys can see just with McDonald's with a menu. Guys, globalization is here. It has been here for so long. I know a lot of you guys don't really see that stuff because you're kids, but it's here. It's not only in Rocky Mount. You know, if you go to larger cities like Raleigh or Charlotte, you're going to see a lot of diversity. Now, I'm not talking about just in the way people look. I'm talking about their religions, their language, what culture they originate from. Okay, so there's a lot of people in our country or outside of our country that work for our country, and we've got to understand them. It is our responsibility as humans to understand each other. And from that innate desire, then of course our business world will be a lot better. So that's what we're looking at, just effective communication that's attached to businesses, or, in the United States. All right. All right, culture and diversity, like the American culture. It's just the values or the norms of a group of people, which can be an ethnic group, a nation, a company. So a company has a culture. Our nation has a culture. A certain ethnic group has a culture. And there's a perfect example of the American culture. Okay, we know the American Indian, the US dollar, we love baseball, we love football, the American culture. And then diversity, even when we think of diversity as being different, yes, diverse means that you have a group of people that are made up of differences, but it's inclusive. So diversity is inclusive to a group of people with all kinds of unique, cool qualities. They're in the same group. So it's a group of people from all kinds of different backgrounds. It's not just your race. So it's your gender, it's your religious beliefs, it's your age, it's even your personality. So diversity is just, being unique from somebody else. Like I have a different personality from everybody else. And so that makes me diverse. Has nothing to do with whether I'm 40 years old or not, or whether I'm Caucasian. It can just be my personality makes me diverse. All right, so in your organization, you'll need to do some cultural training. You'll need to actually do some type of cooperative group activities that'll help, each member of your group understand that they're part of your company's culture. And even though, your cultural entity by yourself is different than everybody else, that's a good thing, because it makes our group stronger, because you're going to bring your diversity in with mine, and with another person's, and with all this diversity in our culture, that's powerful, because everybody brings their own beliefs, their own personalities, their own mindsets, and that's a good thing. It makes us stronger. So diversity is not a liability. It's a strength, it's an asset, because it enhances engagement and job satisfaction and productivity. But you have to train your employees to see the bigger picture. It's not just about them and their little world. It's about the world around them. And they just happen to be part of that world. So do some team building activities related to culture. All right, you got to educate your employees to actually compete globally, because we already are. So we have to stay there and continue growing. So not just the economy, but the world workplace, the world marketplace, we're diverse and interconnected. Everybody's interconnected. You guys saw that with COVID. Hello, if that didn't prove to you that we're all interconnected, I don't know what else does. So of course, there's a lot of examples of global integration. When you make a call to let's say CenturyLink, most of the time you're going to, just from what you hear, you can tell that the person is not American. They're not a part of the American culture just by their dialect. So a lot of customer service representatives, they work in those call centers. And they're actually living and working on a totally different continent. But we're trying to call CenturyLink, which is an American company, which you guys have to understand. American companies are hiring people from all over the world. And with all this technology, they're working remotely. So they can work from their house in India and be getting paid by CenturyLink. You guys need to recognize that they're still your coworkers. American companies buy raw materials and sell their finished products to customers all over the world. You guys know that with Amazon and eBay. U.S. workers, we're losing our jobs because a lot of our manufacturing plants are big companies. They're moving their jobs overseas to third world countries. Supervisors struggle to understand cultures of new immigrants. Guys, we have to do more training on different cultures. We have to. So just open your mind. I mean, you guys are what, 16, 17, 18 years old? This is going to be huge as you guys go into the real world as far as getting training on cultural diversity. All right, so continued. So businesses are reporting record profits from their investment in global trades. And our best shot as the United States to stay competitive is to make adjustments to deal with the realities of globalization, period. Period. So you got to adjust. Local businesses must learn how to successfully sell their products in foreign markets. Employers and employees must learn to respect and work with the cultural differences of diverse workers here. That means everybody. You're being inclusive, not just to your own race or just to your own age group or just to your own gender. Open your minds to know there's a world that none of us have seen. We've seen a little bit, a tit a tat if you've traveled a little bit, but it's just a little touch of what we've seen. And I'm only 40 and I've seen a lot of different countries, but you know, compared to what's out there, I've only touched on just a little bit. I've only scratched the surface. I can't encourage you enough, guys, to travel. And then employees, we've got to learn new skills that can be recognized around the world so that we can move, we can be mobile, to be able to adjust, to be able to transfer to a different country. Because you got to understand that today's jobs in this country are tomorrow's jobs in another country. So you may have to move to a different country to keep your job. And you do have that flexibility if it's one of your desires, but it just makes you more marketable. All right, we need to develop social skills and attitudes along with being flexible to communicate with cultures and other languages. So guys, you know, learn another language. A lot of you guys love that stuff. Learn another language, learn 2 other languages. It not only builds your confidence, but it helps your coworkers and your customers feel more confident and feel more comfortable with you and your knowledge. About 80% of international jobs, so 80% of jobs overseas are in the United States. How crazy is that? We employ 80% of the people around the world. So global education keeps jobs in this country. Fluency in another language right now is a must. However, the knowledge of a foreign language alone is not sufficient for working with clients overseas. You can't get by with it. So learning a language is cultural learning. When you learn a language thoroughly, you develop an understanding of the cultures, values, traditions of those that speak that language. So it's called cultural immersion. So you're becoming comfortable enough, not just speaking the language, but maybe living in that country for several years. And that makes you, you know, more marketable. So make friends of people from all over the world, guys, and learn about their culture. Go eat at their house. Not only is it fun, it's beneficial to you as a person morally, but also helps you in the real world, in the business world. And that's what we covered for today. Be sure to go into Canvas, do your exit ticket, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow.